Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Nick, and if this is your first time stopping by the channel, welcome to Scent Remix. If you've stopped by before, welcome back. So today it's time for another individual fragrance review. And like the reviews that I've done prior, I just find today's fragrance to be extremely fascinating. Not only do I love the way that it smells, but also I'm really intrigued by the story of the house itself, how this fragrance came into existence. And it is Knize 10. If you'd like to learn more about this amazing leather fragrance, stay tuned. So maybe a good place to start would be, how do you pronounce the name of this fragrance? Because it seems like everybody has a very different opinion, very different take, which makes the whole matter a little confusing. For the sake of this video, I wanted to make sure that I was pronouncing it right, but I'm still not certain. So I'm choosing to pronounce it Knize 10. And if that's wrong, then I apologize in advance. I'm pretty certain it's at least close to how it should be pronounced properly. But that being said, again, I apologize if I'm not saying it quite right. So this has been around since the 1920s, and it has a huge, huge reputation as being one of the best leather compositions ever created, and therefore a true classic in every sense of the word. The House of Knize was established in 1858 by Joseph Knize. He was a tailor to the Austrian-Hungarian royal court. He decided to open his own haberdashery in the early 20th century, and it was around 1924, 1925 that he released the fragrance. The perfumers that are credited with this composition are Vincent Robert and Francois Coty. And just a little trivia, this is rumored to have been the scent of choice for actor and Rebel Without a Cause, James Dean. So with the presentation, the bottle itself is rather simple, but I think it's in keeping with what you would have expected to find on the shelf of an early 20th century haberdashery or an apothecary shop for that matter. Over the years, the shape of the bottle and the cap have changed just slightly, but everything else pretty much remains the same. The font that's used, the fact that it says the gentleman's fragrance around the outside of the label. I think the only difference might be the flourish here above the name. It's now a fleur-de-lis. I think it was something different prior. And then the reference to the concentration there at the bottom. This is a current bottle, and it says toilet water, like it was originally when the fragrance was first released. Somewhere along the way, I think it was changed to eau de cologne. I've seen some bottles that say that, but again, this is a current bottle, so obviously they've changed it back. But the design itself, I think, is pretty classic looking. Quite a complex composition here. A lot of notes. Your top notes include petitgrain, orange, lemon, rosemary, bergamot, and geranium. Your heart notes are cedar, patchouli, sandalwood, rose, carnation, cinnamon, orange blossom, and orris. And then your base notes are leather, amber, musk, oak moss, castoreum, and vanilla. So just be forewarned that when you first spray this, when you try it out for the first time, you're probably going to be a little overwhelmed by how beastly it is. This is a powerhouse fragrance, but don't let that scare you. Don't let it kind of turn you off from it. If you love your leather fragrances, then I feel certain that you're going to be able to appreciate this one for what it is. Many say that they get this sharp burst of citrus in the opening. I don't quite agree with that. I do get citrus, but I think my nose is a little bit more focused on just that great leather oak moss combination that's just so heavy in this scent. And then you get other nuances of things as this one starts drying down. Again, you do get a little bit of that citrus, but it's not a matter of being able to tell if it's the lemon or the orange. You also pick up a little bit on the spices, the cinnamon, but it's an earthy, raw type of cinnamon. There's not a lot of sweet in this fragrance. This is truly manly, it's truly rugged, and I think that's what I love about Knize 10. It's just that it's very unapologetic, it's very in your face, take no prisoners. It's that type of fragrance. So that being said, it's probably not going to be well received by a lot of people that smell this on you. They're just not going to get it. They're not going to understand, first of all, the type of fragrance this is. They're not going to understand the performance. They're just going to simply, make the comment probably, why is your fragrance so strong? You could go very easy on the trigger with this one. Normally I only do 1 or 2 sprays at the most, but still it's very beastly, and you're going to get noticed when you wear this. So that being said, occasions to wear Knize 10, that's going to be a little challenging to say, and I think it's going to have a lot to do with you as the wearer. If you already have that type of demeanor that's very rugged, very manly, then you could probably pull this one off nicely. Those around you could find it very appealing, very attractive. But otherwise, I think it's just going to get a lot of mixed response, leaning more toward the negative than anything else. So definitely it's not a safe office scent by any means. I wouldn't recommend wearing it when you know you're going to be in close proximity to a lot of people for an extended period of time. I choose to wear this one when I'm by myself just so that I can enjoy it for myself. I wear it doing outdoor activities, maybe something rugged, because I think a fragrance like this deserves no less, because it's such a rugged, manly scent. But if you're looking for something that's going to pull a lot of compliments, that's going to get you noticed for all the right reasons, Knize 10 is not going to be for you. This is going to be a fragrance that you wear for yourself just because you enjoy it and you love it. So Knize 10 is another in my collection that I would give a 10 out of 10 to. And it's for the reasons that I've already mentioned, the fact that this is such an amazing leather composition. It's so complex. It's got so much substance and depth to it. And also the personality, the attitude of this one. Being that I love powerhouse fragrances, the fact that this one is so rugged, it's so in your face, I just really appreciate that about Knize 10. And therefore, it's just one that I find myself very attracted to, and that I really love. I hope you have enjoyed this review of Knize 10. If you have, please take the time to like the video. Also drop me a comment and let me know what your opinions of Knize 10 are. I would especially be interested in knowing the occasions you choose to wear this particular fragrance. Are you brave enough to wear it around a lot of other people? And what has been the response? So thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the support. And until the next video, stay safe out there. Take care.